My name is Noa Haim, and I'm the founder and creative director of Collective Paper Aesthetics. In my education and employable experience, I'm an architect and urban planner. Following the successful presentation of my graduation work in London Festival of Architecture in 2008, I formed my own studio, Collective Paper Aesthetics. The studio designs and develops audience engagement materials and STEAM education resources in a scale of pop-up architecture and furnishing. In that manner, the studio offering a unique experience, merging hands-on engineering, mathematical experience, and universal design. Among the studio patrons are Mudam Luxembourg, National Gallery Singapore, Tate Modern, Louvre Abu Dhabi, and more. My favorite part when studying architecture was building models. The most available and immediate material around me were papers. When I was a student in the late 90s, digital printing and cutting were not accessible for students. Discovering them when I was doing my master's in the Netherlands was allowing my work, my architectural models, many new opportunities. The advantages of using paper-based material in the studio work nowadays is the flexibility and the neutrality. The neutrality is allowing the users to imagine what they want it to be. If it's a play, if it's a furniture, or if it's a city. People who are working and playing with the materials can imagine. During the last 3 weeks, 10 selected students from Chungju were working on realizing together with me a series of interior design pop-up architecture installations which will be installed all over the cultural factory, the Sea Cultural Factory, during the Chungju Craft Biennale 2021. The students mastered the working with the models from the perspective of the detail to the perspective of how it works in a scale of a building. This model was one of 5 winners of the Craft Lab City competition in 2019. And therefore, it's a pleasure for me to be here for the second time. The model is reinterpreting 2 main principles from Korean culture. One is the damekyang, which are the hands-on wooden joints and the participatory work. And the second one is the hanji, wooden lattice frame, into one kit, which can use for educational activities for children and adults or families or students. The craft camp students learn how to master the model from the detail perspective and from interior design and visual effect point of view. When I'm leaving Chungju on Saturday, I fully trust them that they can operate the system as they are a group of talented and enthusiastic young people. For Chungju and for this beautiful model, I hope that the next step is taking the materials outside of the cultural sphere, outside of Cultural Factory C, to schools all over the city, to work with families in public spaces all over the city. Thank you very much for inviting me here, and I wish you a very good Biennale.